This SHOT Show 2023 coverage is sponsored by Body Arm Event, Night Vision Inc., PTS, and Phalanx Arms. Links will be in the description. What is up, YouTube? My name is David Lee, and you're watching Asian with Hat. And I got my buddy Mike from GBLS. So, Mike, you got some new things going on with the new GBLS over here, and then you also have a GBLS 1911, right?
Yes, 1911 came out in this market.
Yep. What's the difference?
Okay, full steel.
Full steel.
Full steels, and then the GBLS made it for the magazine. Internally, it's a mil-spec the polymer case inside. It's because of some not effect of the weather condition. That's why so winter time is any green gas, is red gas, the black gas can working.
So what you're saying is the magazine, it's kind of like Glock, where they have like the polymer. Actually, it's reversed. So it'd be polymer outside, steel inside. Yes. But this one is polymer inside. Steel outside.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But that's why it's a very strong. You can drop it. It's no problems. And then, feels totally different.
Yes. Now, one thing to say about the 1911 here, this video will not do enough justice to talk about the weight, the feel. You really have to pick up the thing to actually understand how the 1911 is compared to another 1911.
This one is so 1911 is it's 1941 to 1944, only World War II versions.
Yes.
Because of it's the first, it's the 1911 is the first times coming out at the market, automatic gun. That's why it's the very traditional and the classic versions. That's why the GBLS wanna approaching to handgun. That means this is a symbols. That's why they have to make it. It's 1911 right now. How about feel? You could try test.
Yeah. So, as everyone's talking about, it's very light, and I dropped it. It's reliable. Something I mentioned over here, racking it. You really don't understand what I'm talking about when it comes to you'll understand what I'm talking about. This video will not do it justice. But slamming it forward, it feels more like a real gun because when it slams forward, you still have that. I wouldn't call it recoil, but basically the slide moving forward, the inertia from it. So it feels a lot more like a steel gun and not just a pot metal gun or a typical toy airsoft gun. Anyway, so that's pretty much that. But one thing I would also mention is the trigger feels just like what you would see on like a typical World War II 1911. Talking about your new GBLS. Everyone's been wanting a M4A1. I know that's kind of like an uncommon thing, but everyone's been wanting the M4A1, right?
Yes, this is a USMC required to us.
Okay.
Because they're looking for some training guns, and then they're choosing our products, and then they are requirement for training guns. It's like working like this, so GBLS GDR15. Now it's a little bit different. I have a connector, it's right here, but
so what he's talking about over here is that the battery can't actually be crammed into the buffer tube, right?
yes, and then it's 340 milliampere. It's a battery, so you can put inside in the stock tubes, and then you can using of the real steel stocks, Magpul stocks, the D5, whatever do you want.
All the small stocks, right?
Yes, so you can using of some the military, the grade of some stocks.
Yes. So you're saying that the M4A1 was designed mainly due to the demand of the military, which you guys have some contracts with, or some working contracts.
Yes, that's why the US, the Marine Corps, the requirement for the 4 seasons training, and then indoor, outdoor, that doesn't matter. And we supply to the 4 guns already. They are testing, and the training is already. And then not yet. It's one more good news is we can supply to Israel military too. Same products. Regularly internal still BCG. Buffer is size spec is a little bit different, just smaller. And motor is AG motor.
And then you also have the ambi.
Yep. And then ambi select.
And then what did you have to do to change to make that happen? It was 4 gears, correct?
Yeah, 4 gears, and then gearbox is so a little bit design is a little bit different. That's why it's not comparing GDR15.
The original GDR.
The original GDR15 is the M4 magazine does not fit the GDR15 is
Okay.
That's totally different.
So we're going to talk about the demonstration of the gun. So the recoil is a little bit different, correct?
Yes, a little bit different. So you could try testing.
Sure, I can. So gun's clear, and we're going to pull the trigger. Here, you can point it down here. So a little bit lighter, a little bit slower. So what was the reason for it being lighter?
Just right now, this one is a setting sort of military and the law enforcement version. So military and then law enforcement version is so they are requirement is so around the 5 to 7 so trigger weight. That's why so M100 springs mainly is installation.
So you're talking about the mil-spec trigger poundage.
Yes, that's why. So that's why so we supply to we trying to demo day with us the law enforcement. The law enforcement is too light. It's too light because of they are using the GDR15s already. They are training with the muscle memory and the muscle training. That's why they are using the M120 springs inside 11 pounds trigger. They love it, and then after that they testing with these guns, and they said, oh, lighter too light. I don't know what's the taste the difference, but they said it's good for the training guns like that. Yep.
For mainly training purposes.
Yes.
Not for airsoft.
Not for it. The airsoft is good, but price point is high.
Yes.
This product is the price point is around the $2,500, the retail price. Neither some the hardcore of play the airsoft. I hardly recommend this our products, but just like as a play, just like as a games, feels like that. I'm not recommended to some that play like that. Yeah.
Right. So you're saying this is not for the general consumer.
Yep. Is I recommend it to some need a training guys. Airsoft is hard play or hardcore, or it's just like as a training. Yes, the 100% the recommend of this product.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and close it out over here. This is David Lee, and I'm Asian with Hat with Mike from GBLS USA. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.